Those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for James Conner, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold them just a couple and force the 3rd down.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. That's caught left side by Judy. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Cardinals hit 6-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Chargers 14, Cardinals nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Cardinals hand over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here. to start the drive.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. Finding room at midfield. Down the left sideline. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Murray a give. This is counter.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day in the situation always.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. This is a counter play, Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run behind center with Connor.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Murray going to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 24, Murray. This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Murray fighting, lost the football, and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Herbert's throw complete there to Beckham. Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Well, normally the first thing most fans think of with Odell Beckham are the one-handed catches, right? But he's also pretty darn good, Charles, with the ball already in his hands.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the gun, Herbert going right back to Beckham here, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Conventional wisdom tells runners to work north and south and get upfield, but he was hoping he could win the race to the pylon. Excellent job of pursuit there by the defense, and they wound up knocking him backwards.
It's Eckler again, and he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Murray now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown.
Rondale Moore
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point good by Prater. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
From the gun, Herbert on third down.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, it's Herbert.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble.
And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes the play behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Eckler now between the tackles. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray now on first down.
And this will be swung out here for counter.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 30 on second down, Murray, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw, it's Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Herbert off of play action. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, It's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 19 yards away.
And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on second down. Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Connor up the middle. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Murray from midfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now Murray's got to have this one. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 50 yards.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On the ground, it's Eckler.
To about the 26 here.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 2nd down, Eckler. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're breaking us out right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule, but if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Murray. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on.